Love Therapy with Dr. Oaikhena.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to yet another exciting episode of Love Therapy with Dr. Oaikhena. One time most decorated bachelor, now retired, and you know what it is, your favorite husband man. In today's episode, which happens to be our last episode for the year, we're featuring our first ever relationship success story between Zek Oaikhena and his beautiful wife Choma Okafor. Hello ladies and gentlemen, yours truly was there to have a heart-to-heart discussion with them, for them to be able to carry us through the journey of their relationship till it culminated into marriage proper. I believe you all are eager to listen to the ups and the downs of this relationship. Before I take you to the interview proper, I want to first of all appreciate my team, Harry Lane, my homeboy Harry J. Thank you very much. He is my producer and he has put in so much effort to ensure that my production and that this brand is a big success. I also want to appreciate my homeboy Emmanuel Segbe, MDCO Silo Cyber Media. He has been the one that has been designing most of our flyers, and he also designed our introductory video. Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate. And trust me, these guys are the best in all that they are doing. And I also want to appreciate my beautiful wife, the one that prides herself as Mrs. Lin. Thank you, baby, for your support. Thank you for all you get to do. My wife gets to see my videos first, and she's always the first to let me know her reaction about the video before I send it to my producer for him to edit and do other production that eventually that comes out to be eventually what you see. Also, please viewers, I want to thank you for your support so far. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for following us on social media and liking our page. I also want to remind you that you can follow us on Instagram at love.therapy001 and subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Love Therapy with Dr. Oaikhena. And don't forget to turn on your post notification. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you now to the interview session proper. Happy listening. Thank you. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Oaikhena, I am glad to meet with you guys today. And like I told you, I run a relationship blog, and this is our first relationship success story. And we will be glad if you guys will share with us your journey towards marriage, your ups and downs, the challenges that you had, and the philosophy that kept you guys together from the time you started dating to this very moment. First of all, on behalf of my team and I, we are telling you congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, how do you feel to be married? First of all,
I feel excited.
I feel that I'm very lucky to have this lovely lady beside me as my better half for the rest of my life.
You know, I keep telling people that marriage is more like a jail term, and you need to choose your cellmate cautiously to avoid jailbreak.
You're right, that's divorce.
all right, I'm going to go directly into the question and answer session. So, how long or how did you guys meet? Let us start from there. How did you guys meet?
Do you want to start?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I met my husband 6 years ago.
Okay.
I was an undergraduate student of Federal University of Agriculture, and at that time he was a master's student in Federal University of Agriculture, Makurdi. At that point, I met him on a Sunday morning. I was dressed, going to church, you know, all my mind was just being church and all of that. I met him in a bus, and he was like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I was flowing, and we were just flowing. The talk was just going through, and then he told me, he as if he got the point immediately. He just said, "Hey, babe, don't worry, I don't want to date you. It's not as if I'm asking you out. I just want to be a friend." And I said, "Wow," as if you know, because at that point, if you had told me, hey, I want to be in a relationship. I said no, because at that point that wasn't the thing on my head. Though now maybe as time goes on it could be. So we talked, we went to church, and that day we sat together in the same seats and all of that. And when the service was closed, we wanted to go our separate ways, and we were like, hey babe, let's go to the market together. And I said, no, I don't want to go to the market together. I think we're done for today. I have to find my way. That's it.
Interesting. So, well, Mr. Zek, from the beginning, did you know what your intentions were?
Yeah, you know, it's really strange, right? Because the day I spoke to her, I met her at the bus station. Immediately I saw her. She was the only person sitting in front of the bus. Immediately I saw her, I heard a very loud voice that said to me, talk to this girl, you will meet her in future. I smiled at myself and I was like, this is not possible, because then I had a girlfriend. Now I say I had a distraction. Yes. So I didn't really have the intention of moving forward with my wife, even though I clearly heard that voice telling me, you will meet this woman in future. That was it. And now when I think about it, I'm like, I knew from the start that she was going to be my wife, but I was distracted anyway. And when I spoke to her, I tried to break the ice several times with asking few questions. She was not really in the mood to talk until I told her, sorry, I'm not asking you out. I just want to be your friend and brother. And that was when she smiled at me and started talking, and we just started flowing immediately. I was like, yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's just everything that happened in the beginning.
And it's really wonderful. We've not even got into the middle of this discussion session, and it's already getting so very interesting and full of emotions. All right, please, could you tell us how long you guys dated?
Okay, we were friends from the start. Yeah, like you said, he just wants to be my friend. But I think about 5 years ago, that was the March, he met me and was like, hey babe, after that period, you'd be like, he just took me out. He just came to school and he was like, I want to take you out. I said, really? He said, yes. I went out to sit out somewhere. I was like, if anybody asks you out, just tell me we have a boyfriend. I said, just like that. It was really funny though, and then we just smiled all about it, and that was it. And from there we started. Not really serious though, but you know that kind of thing when someone just tells you that, you know, let's see how it goes, that kind of thing. And then we departed.
So safe to say it was just like we were just their kind of relationship at the point.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it again, because like I said, I had a distraction and I thought this distraction was the right person. But since I was convinced that she's the one for the future, I didn't want to lose her as well. So I had to, in my own selfish way, try to box her in one corner just to tell everybody who comes to you that you have a boyfriend. And then we became really close friends and really close, talking every day and all that, even though I wasn't really living in Makurdi all the time.
And at that point, you still had that relationship?
Yeah, I had my previous relationship. Yeah.
So how long did it take now when you started, as at the time you started dating and the marriage proper?
Yeah, after I left the country in 2017, April 2017, I had a heartbreak. Fortunately, with my ex, because we actually planned to go to Germany together, and she got there before me. Before I got there, she broke my heart and all that. So, and then I saw it clearly that yeah, it was not meant to be, that the person that really was supposed to be in my life was my wife here. So even though I was far away, we kept in touch. We had a break for 1 year. So I would say in the whole of 2018, we did not really talk. Myself and my wife, we did not talk all through 2018 because I was trying to settle down into writing my exams, doing lots of internship, practicals and everything. I even had to travel to Spain to do an internship for 2 months. Everything was just crashing on my head, plus recovering from the heartbreak, which was even more difficult. And then in 2019, she really helped me by trying to keep in touch with me. And then I realized that yeah, this love was meant to be. Yeah, so I would say officially we started dating in the beginning of 2019, and everything became just really serious afterwards. Yeah.
This is a beautiful love story, really, and the Oaikhena, I must say, I am impressed. And this is sweet and this is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask your wife this question, Mrs. Oaikhena. At what point did you think Zek was the one?
I can't really point out the point, but I always had this thing that though during this period we'd be like, he was always telling his colleagues in the lab that anytime the only person that can ever bring me back to this country, probably bring me back to this school, should be this lady. And I'll be like, she's my wife. That's what I used to tell people. I'll be like seriously? I didn't really take those things on my head. But you know, as time goes on, you begin to grow and get matured. You begin to realize that really you need to have a relationship. If not, maybe probably you might not have a headway in your life because you're beginning to do things. So I think probably 2019.
So, Mr. Zek and Mrs. Zek, the Oaikhenas, so to say. So please, could you share with us your challenges during the relationship, the build-up of the relationship that eventually culminated into marriage? I want you to share your challenges with us.
Yeah, I will start with this. It was distance, which was the major challenge that we had. Of course, we know we are humans and we really need closure together, especially when you are starting a relationship. So when I moved out of the country in 2017, my goal was to finish my master's degree, my second master's degree, start a PhD, and at least get to the midpoint before even coming to Nigeria to visit anybody. And this goal was really strong in my head, that the distance between us was so strong and it was difficult in the beginning. Sometimes I felt we were not meant for each other, and sometimes I felt we were meant for each other just because of this distance and all that, and the fact that we both had several temptations. I had several temptations back in Germany where I could say, oh, why am I struggling to stay with a girl far away in Nigeria when I could find so many beautiful girls here and just focus on my life with the person that I have here in my environment. What if she's cheating on me? What if I fall into cheating on her and all those stuff and everything? So these were major challenges from my part that I faced.
Beautiful. Some of the challenges you talked about here, some of the aspects I wanted to take you to, but haven't done justice to that. There is no point to going back to those aspects, and I appreciate the fact that your challenges touched most of the aspects that are affecting contemporary relationship these days. All right, please, Mrs. Oaikhena, could you share with us your challenges?
Okay, like you said, distance is really very major factor, because was a really major factor. You can actually love someone, but there's this feeling when you get to see the person at least, even if it beats once in a month or twice in a month, and there could be this physical connection. But when you say you want to love someone and then you don't get to see the person for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, 2, and being this girl, everybody wants to like date you, this kind of, you're fine, you're this, you're that, you just have this, it's really a distraction, and then you're not getting to see him. You'd be like, are you sure I won't just go around with all of this person I'm seeing? Are you sure I won't just pick another choice and then something like that? It was really very challenging aspects.
Okay. All right, now back to you, Mrs. Oaikhena. So tell me, how are you able to cope with pressure from guys, having it at the back of your mind that your boyfriend was far away in Europe and he could be doing anything? He could have a white girlfriend, you know. So was there a point you thought about that and it actually affected your decision to want to be with him, or you kept an open mind?
It really didn't affect my decision of being with him. I kept an open mind because I said, if it's mine, it's mine. If it's not mine, it's not mine. I could actually date him. It's a 50-50 chance. Yes, that's it. If it comes, fine. If it doesn't come, I'm still young. I can still go around it and still get it right with someone else who is meant to be mine. And also for the dealing with the challenging aspects, we had to, at the time, build up our communication aspects. It has to go long. At least don't stay there without talking. And when you talk, you try to talk about the major things you have, your routine in the day, and at least talk this for a lengthy period of time. So at least there'll be this little connection and all of that.
So it's safe to say that the most important factor that helped to shape your distant relationship life was communication.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, you said something. I want to quickly take you back to a statement you made about 50-50. You kept an open mind and you felt if it was meant to be, then it will be. If it's not meant to be, fine, you will just adjust. Well, what if it didn't work out this way? Would you have been disappointed?
Yeah, when you have expectations from someone, you'll be disappointed.
True.
Yes.
So when there are no expectations, there are no disappointments.
There are no disappointments. But that doesn't mean you won't gather those patches of your life back together. There's still room for that.
So still on you, were there a point where your friends advised you to let go of the relationship because they didn't know what your husband, now your boyfriend then, was doing in Germany, putting into consideration that he's very cerebral, he's intelligent, and he rounded up a master's program in Nigeria, went back there for another master's program in Germany, and is doing his PhD. Of course, in that climb where he is, there are ladies, in fact most of their ladies, they celebrate meritocracy. So was there a time your friends advised you to say, let this guy go, it might not work because he's in the senior climb, of course there are beautiful ladies there and all that, who could even help him get his resident permit and all that? So did that ever happen?
It really didn't happen. I had a particular friend of mine. She was always having this strong feeling, as when at times when I'm always weak, I'll be like, oh, I'm tired. It seems I don't want to go with him. This kind, I don't know if he's the one, if he's not the one. I don't want to waste my time. Still, I'm always skeptical about that. I don't want to waste my time. But my friend will always be like, she just hold on a little while. Hold on a little while. It will work.
Well, thank you very much. And Zek, to you now, did you ever think or thought that your wife now, your girlfriend at the time, could be cheating on you or could have other boyfriends around? Did you ever entertain that such thought?
No, I didn't because I knew I was her first boyfriend. She's never had a boyfriend before. She's never dated anyone. And also the kind of person I saw the first day I saw her really made me feel that she's she's the type of girl that would want to commit into a relationship and not just want to do things because it's just a relationship. So she was really determined and really interested in this. I know the time, even trying to get her to speak on the first day was difficult. She was this reserved and quiet and modest girl. So I never really entertained this fear that she was dating somebody. And strangely, the whole of 2018 when we did not speak, I have a very good friend in Germany from Cameroon who always asked me about her because I told her already. And I'm like, whenever she asks me, where is Uche? I'm like, she's fine, but I have not heard from her. I know she's waiting for me. And he's like, Zek, you are crazy. How could you put a woman in just that an arrogant situation and you think because you heard this strange voice you talk about all the time, that you think she's yours? I said, yes, I'm convinced she's mine and she's waiting for me. So I was arrogant, but somehow I was even more lucky that I still met her as my girlfriend, and we ended up getting married today. Yeah.
Mr. Zek, I love the fact that you have accepted the fact that you are lucky, and I can say indeed you are truly lucky. And will it be right if I say that the first impression your wife gave you contributed to the success story of this relationship?
Yes, definitely it's contributed.
Okay, thank you. The last question: what advice do you have for aspiring couples putting into consideration several factors that militate against healthy relationship, like materialism, cheating, non contentment, and few other factors that militate against and also incompatibility too? So what are your advice for aspiring couples, those that are yet to meet their better half, and those that have issues in their relationship, and most of all those people who are in a distance relationship, either within the country or outside the country?
Okay, I'll start by saying, first and foremost, first impression matters a lot. You can actually not rewrite your first impression when someone has already had that in mind. So it's very, very important. Secondly, when you're having any relationship with someone, always trying to define your relationship. There should be a headway, even if there should be the uncertainty level, but there should definitely be a headway. I'm dating this person, yeah, we might end up getting married. But if the relationship is not defined, it just seems like you wasting the whole of your time. Then my advice to everyone dating someone that is distant is try to keep your communication level. Let your communication improve, as in let it come to a level which it might not actually meet up the fact that you guys are not seeing each other, but it can complement that fact.
Mr. Oaikhena, please, what is your advice for guy, man?
You said something about materialism.
Yeah.
And if there is one major character or trait that I find in my wife, is she's not materialistic. I used to tell my friends that my wife has never for once asked me for money since I left the shores of the country to Germany. She's never asked me for a dime. And this really got me shocked, because I know how girls behave these days, especially when you live abroad. Even though they know your situation as a student, they just think you pluck money from trees, and they demand every penny from you. So if there's any reason why I got married to this woman today, is the fact that she's not materialistic. And this really helped me a lot. So most times guys go for the attractive girls. My wife is very attractive. She's beautiful. The first day I saw her, she was wearing this gown that she looked so sexy in it. And I could say I have eyes for good women. And this really swept me off my feet. But the fact that afterwards she was not materialistic really helped me to really get even more connected to her as a human being. And she's respectful. She likes to go to church a lot. She's very prayerful, and she's smart. Like, I am a smart guy, I know. I'm not trying to brag. This lady here is smarter than I am, because she did 2 degrees at the same time. One in the university and one in the polytechnic. And she made at least a CGPA of 4 point something in both of them. Almost getting a first class and a merit in both degrees.
Wow.
This is traveling between Makurdi and Bauchi every year for almost 4 years. And this really got me so connected to her. Like, wow, I thought I was smart, but I have met somebody that is a woman that is smarter than I am, and this I cannot let go. So once again, I will say I am lucky. So to the guys out there, we all love the bling bling, but if you are looking for a wife material, like we say in Nigeria, please look very, very close to the qualities that you want to see in your woman. And this is the type of woman that you should go for. A woman that is modest, that is honest, that is not materialistic. But remember, likes attract like. That is very important. Maybe I am not materialistic. That is why I got the woman that is not materialistic like I am.
Wow, the Oaikhena. Really, I would have loved us to continue this session because I'm learning, and I know a lot of my viewers are going to learn from this success story. On behalf of myself and my team, we want to wish you a very happy married life and everything good about marriage. We are wishing you guys. You know, the Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. And I have always talked to people that for me, I don't think there is anything divine about marriage. I keep telling people that God don't wash his hands come out for matchmaking. God doesn't. After the case of Adam and Eve, he doesn't matchmake anybody again. That was why he said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So he wants you to go out there and look for the qualities that you want in a wife, find that wife, and he blesses you. So God will not start looking for or searching for a wife for you and come and put her in your door. When you open your door in the morning, and God just tells you, this is your wife. So I keep telling people, and from what Mr. Oaikhena has said, it is simple. Search for whom you love, whom you like, with the qualities that you are looking out for. And at the end of the day, the sky will not be your limit, nor will it be your starting point, but it will be your springboard to bounce you above the skies. Congratulations once again, the Oaikhenas, and we wish you a very happy, blissful marriage with the blessings that comes with marriage, children that will surround your table, that will do you proud, and will even do more than their mother has done. Because wow. Yes, thanks for listening. I believe you have learned one or two things or lessons from the stories of the Oaikhena. I want to also state again that there is no relationship that is perfect. The both persons have to work towards making the relationship a perfect one. There are going to be ups, there are going to be downs, there are going to be challenges. But when both of you make up your mind to want to make it work, no matter what comes, you are going to make it work out. So first of all, it is about you. You have to make up your mind to make it work out, and you have to put in your best to actually make it work out. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for all your support. See you same time by the special grace of God next year, where we shall resume production of other episodes. While I leave you, don't forget to like us on social media. Follow us on social media. Instagram, love.therapy001. That's our Instagram account. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at Love Therapy with Dr. Oaikhena. As I leave you, don't forget to love in your own little way. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.